When it comes to pickles, a lot of people just instantly turn their nose up at them without even trying them, but once you know what's in them and what they're actually made of, I'm sure I can change your mind. In this one, I'm going to run you through the quick and easy steps to make some very basic but extremely delicious dill pickles. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright, first things first, let's place a small saucepan onto our stovetop, and to make a basic pickling brine, add in 100 milliliters or 3.3 fluid ounces of cold water, which is going to balance out the acidity of 150 milliliters or 5 fluid ounces of white wine vinegar. The vinegar's acetic acid will increase the cucumber's acidity and kill off any existing microorganisms, which will then prevent short-term spoilage and prolong the shelf life. Continue by adding in 50 grams or 1.7 ounces of white granulated sugar, which is also a natural preservative, and it's going to give us a nice subtle sweetness as well as help balance the vinegar's flavour. This can then be put onto a high heat, give the mixture a quick mix to get that sugar moving, and bring this to a simmer to melt the sugar. Once at a simmer, this can then be turned off the heat and moved to another burner to slightly cool down for 10 minutes. In the meantime, here is one small to medium sized Lebanese cucumber, which can be substituted for half a Continental cucumber. And what we want to do with this is slice off both ends, to which we can place into a compost bin if you have one. Then proceed by slicing the cucumber in half, and continue by slicing it into thin strips that are roughly half a centimeter thick. This will then leave us with some beautiful strips of cucumber, which we can then transfer over to a small to medium sized mixing bowl. Now moving on, the next ingredient is 8 grams or 0.2 ounces of fresh dill, which I'll leave substitutes for in the description below. And with this, what we want to do is scrunch it up into a nice tight bunch to make it easier to work with, then grab our knife and give this a rough chop, which doesn't have to be fine. It's actually better if it's a little bit on the bigger size to create more flavour. This can then be added to the sliced cucumbers, along with 1 teaspoon or 5 grams of sea salt flakes, which will give us a boost in flavour. Then proceed by giving this a good mix with your hands or some tongs, ensuring that the dill and salt are evenly distributed and none of those cucumber slices are stuck together, and for those flavours to become friends. Now once that's all done, we can transfer the cucumber mix to a very clean or sterilised jar, making sure that it's quite compact, but try not to tear or break the cucumber. Once that's in, pour over the pickling brine, completely filling the jar and completely covering everything, and this will immediately start to pickle those cucumbers. The next step is to place a lid on really tightly whilst the brine is still hot, and this will pressurize the jar and lock that lid in place. We can then place these into the fridge straight away and leave them to sit for 1 day or until completely cold, which means we can then pop the lid and we can then dig in. So that's it for these quick and easy and absolutely delicious dill pickles. This recipe right here makes roughly 1.5 cups worth and can easily be doubled, tripled and so on. And as for storage, simply place them in the fridge for up to 2 weeks for the best results. Also in the future, I'll make a more advanced version of this with a different brine that will last a lot longer. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button so my channel can be seen by more people, and consider subscribing along with hitting that bell notification next to it so you never miss one I upload. Thanks for watching everyone, stay safe and enjoy.